because normally that's something that Kev loves to vent about. I normally don't really give it much attention. I just can't be bothered. But they do make for gripping entertainment, don't they? And what we've now learned is Prince Harry is set to come back to the UK, and it seems to me there was that summit, wasn't there? That sort of secretly photographed meeting of the aides. Which people suggested was all about a sort of a détente between the House of Windsor and the House of Sussex. And it seems to me that it might be on the cards that he hangs out with his dad next time he's over.
I mean, I think it might be on the cards, but I know that Meghan will be absolutely nowhere near those meetings. I mean, that woman and her relationship with his family is a no-go. I think it's really interesting to see this professional divorce that him and Meghan are having. I mean, he was absolutely nowhere to be seen in her Netflix cooking show that came out this week. They haven't really been pictured together for a very long time. And whenever he does come to London or England, he's always alone. She doesn't want to step foot in Britain. I mean, I feel like her disdain for our country is completely, it's sort of, she's always saying how much she hates it. I mean, even when she sat down with Bloomberg this week, she spoke about how difficult it was when she was living within the royal family. She had to wear pantyhose, and apparently that was some form of oppression for her. I mean, it just goes on and on and on. So yes, Harry's here for a charity event, but Meghan, she won't be coming anytime soon.
Oh, well, what a shame.
Hello, my darlings, and welcome back to Meghan and Harry Tales. It's Adrian here. And today we need to talk about the latest unhinged rant we heard from TalkTV's very own Samara Gill. Now, apparently, Meghan Markle hates Britain. That's the genius conclusion Gill has come up with to explain why Meghan won't be flying to the UK alongside Prince Harry for the Queen's death commemoration. And if you thought that was bad, wait until you hear the contradictions dripping out of her commentary, because my loves, Samara Gill is what we call a walking contradiction. One day she's shouting that Meghan should show up, be seen and somehow prove her loyalty. The next day she's demanding Meghan stay away, that she isn't welcome, that she should keep her distance. So, let me ask the obvious question. What does Samara Gill actually want? And here's the answer. She doesn't even know, because this was never about Meghan's attendance at a memorial. It was never about her feelings toward Britain. This is about control. This is about a media class that cannot stand the fact that Meghan Markle made a choice, her own choice, to walk away from their suffocating narratives. Let's unpack this properly, because, my darlings, the irony here is louder than Gill's ranting itself. Criticism of the Duchess is built on ever-changing arguments, shifting as unpredictably as the sands themselves. What is condemned one day is demanded the next, and the goalposts are always moving. One day her absence is a slight, the next her presence is a distraction. No matter what she chooses, her actions are twisted to fit a negative narrative. Miss Gill herself once called Meghan's attendance inappropriate, accusing her of seeking the spotlight as if simply showing up is a calculated move. It's a contradiction with no solution, a game where the rules shift to ensure she can never win. The standards are always changing, making fairness impossible. This isn't unique to one commentator, it's a pattern in the media, repeated by countless voices and headlines. Stay in America, and she's accused of abandoning duty. Return to Britain, and she's accused of overshadowing events. There's no way to satisfy the critics. Every choice leads to new condemnation, as if the outcome was predetermined regardless of her actions. The goal isn't fairness or advice, it's perpetual disapproval, a cycle that feeds itself and grows stronger with each headline. The narrative ensures Meghan is always in the wrong, no matter what she does or how she responds. This is a tool for control, not principle, a way to keep her actions under constant scrutiny and judgment. Impossible expectations leave no right answer, creating a maze with no exit and standards that can never be met. The criticism becomes a relentless campaign, feeding on itself and growing louder with every passing day. It's a strange use of energy, this endless pursuit of negativity, as if the cycle itself is more important than the truth. What does it achieve except to keep someone forever on trial, never allowed to move forward or find peace? Imagine walking a tightrope, balancing carefully with every step, knowing that one wrong move could send you tumbling. Now picture doing this while thousands of voices shout conflicting instructions from below, each demanding something different. This is Meghan Markle's reality: impossible expectations and relentless pressure from every side, with no room for error. The media demands she participate in public life, then turns around and criticizes her for doing exactly that. If she attends an event, her motives are immediately questioned and dissected. If she stays away, she's accused of neglecting her duties or being disrespectful. It's a classic catch-22, a game rigged from the start, where every move is criticized no matter what she does. The real concern isn't tradition or loyalty, it's the endless appetite for drama and controversy. A peaceful duchess doesn't sell stories. A controversial one guarantees headlines and attention. The media cultivates conflict, ensuring a steady stream of sensational headlines and public debate. Every action is dissected, every motive doubted, every word twisted to fit a narrative. Living under such constant scrutiny is an immense burden, one that few could truly understand. Authenticity becomes nearly impossible when every move is filtered through the harsh lens of public perception and judgment. The demand isn't for respect or understanding, it's for a performance that can never truly satisfy anyone. When the audience is never pleased, the only sane choice is to stop performing and reclaim your own narrative. This is not about Meghan's actions, but about keeping the story alive, no matter the cost to her well-being. The cycle continues endlessly, regardless of her choices or attempts to find peace. True peace comes only from stepping away from the performance and choosing your own path, far from the noise. Beneath the criticism lies a desire for control, not loyalty. The establishment and media want to dictate Meghan's choices, not welcome her allegiance. Her decision to step back was an act of agency, unforgivable to some. Like any creature seeking safety, she changed her environment for her family's well-being. Framing this as betrayal ignores the human element. The narrative of disloyalty stirs up division, reducing a complex decision to a simple binary. Meghan's life isn't a political statement, it's her own. Her primary loyalty is to her family and mental health. Expecting her to sacrifice that for public approval is extraordinary. The backlash reflects discomfort with someone challenging old hierarchies. She didn't follow the script, and that unsettles those invested in tradition. The criticism says more about the critics than about her. True strength is found in choosing your own path. There's wisdom in knowing when to retreat. In nature, animals seek sanctuary, not endless conflict. The Sussexes' decision to step back was self-preservation, not cowardice. The pressure they faced was immense. Staying would have meant constant turmoil. Leaving wasn't abandoning duty, it was protecting their family and peace of mind. Meghan has spoken about the toll on her mental health. Prioritizing well-being is strength, not weakness. It takes courage to make a drastic change, knowing criticism will follow. Her actions are about resilience, not rejection. She's building a life defined by her own values. There's power in stepping away from the noise and creating your own peace. For some media, Meghan Markle is a commodity, not a person. Her name guarantees outrage, attention and profit. The details of her life are secondary to the headlines she generates. Criticism is manufactured, designed to provoke and sell. Commentators know mentioning her ensures an audience. The outrage is the point, a performance, not genuine analysis. Meghan's name fuels a fire the media keeps burning. Despite holding no official role, she dominates coverage because controversy is profitable. The media creates a villain, the audience reacts, and the cycle repeats. This feedback loop traps Meghan at its center, whether she responds or not. The tragedy is that it dehumanizes her, reducing her to a symbol. She becomes a lightning rod for anxieties and resentments. The criticism is rarely about her, it's about larger issues hung on her name. It's a sad, exploitative state of affairs. When the noise fades, we're left with our choices in how we treat others. We can join the chorus of criticism or choose empathy and understanding. Meghan's path is one of courage, prioritizing health, family, and peace over public approval. She teaches that well-being is not negotiable. It's essential. Her journey reminds us we all have the right to build authentic, safe lives. Critics are trapped in their own cycle of judgment. True strength is in building a purposeful life and treating others with respect. Let's be kinder, more curious, and less certain. Before judging, remember the unseen complexity of every life. The world needs more empathy, not more critics. Well, here's the truth, Gill. Meghan Markle isn't your scapegoat anymore. She's free. She's thriving. And that's why your ranting sounds so bitter. So let Samara Gill keep quacking like a duck. Because every word she spits only proves how powerful Meghan really is. That's all for today, my loves. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, because we'll keep exposing these contradictions and defending truth against the noise.